Right, everybody. Welcome to your probably one of your first asynchronous activities of the year. One of the things that I have as a goal for you guys this year is to get to know and use some different virtual or digital tools that you may or may not have some experience with. Um, One tool that I've used to create some visually appealing pieces of information, I guess you could say, is a website called Piktochart. So you can see it kind of begins by going to create.piktochart.com. I'm already signed up. So when I click sign in with Google, that's what you'll do eventually. If you're a first time user, which you probably are, you're going to be new here, create account. Basically everything now, if you could enter your district email and a password, I find it easiest to just log in with my Google account from the school. So feel free to just do that one click sign up if you're comfortable with that. Click the Google sign in button, log in with that, and we'll get started in Piktochart. Here's my personal account. Make sure you're using your school account as well. And here we go. All right, so it opens up to a dashboard. I have one thing created here that I can kind of show you. This is kind of what you're going for as a finished product. So I just want to show you your finished product first, and then I can kind of show you how you can get to that finished product. So let's go ahead and click edit here. This is sort of my information and that I've created to share with you. Okay, so this is Mr. Koenig. You can see it's me. It says all about me. Some fun facts about me over here. Some brief statements about the year that I have here. So I'm going to be sharing this with you. So it'll be linked in the Google Classroom assignment. So you can check it out in more detail and actually get to know me. I have contact information here. I have a Google Voice number, my email, educational history, some of my favorite books here. Things I like to do for fun, my hobbies here. So a brief, and then as well as the classes that I teach right here, homeroom, math, science. So this is really what you're going for as a finished product. You do have the option to begin with a blank template and just kind of go from there. I actually picked out a template to give me some starting point. Sometimes I'm not all that creative. I find that's one thing I'd like to get a little better at is some of my creativity. But so I started out with a template. So, you can choose to use a template or you can start from scratch. So again, here's your finished product now. I'm going to talk a little bit about how you get there. All right, so I'm going to go back to my dashboard. All right, so you are probably not going to see anything here unless you used the site before. You're going to click on Create New. If you want to start from blank. You can choose from infographics, presentations, posters, reports, flyers, social media, etc. So you can explore with this. I'm going to click Create New. I'm going to click Infographics. And you can see they give you a variety of templates to use. So depending on what you're trying to do. I scrolled down a little further. And there's two options I thought that were pretty decent for kind of doing this all about me thing. Here's the one I used. You can see that I just adapted this template for my own use. There's one that's pretty close to it right here. So let's just say I wanted to go with the other one, right? Like, I already used this one. Let's just say, all right, I'm going to use this template. So Piktochart is then going to open that template up for you, loading the theme. And then it really makes it kind of easy for you to adapt and kind of make this your own. You can change background colors, add shapes and icons, add illustrations. You can upload pictures. So basically anything you're going to want to do is over here in these menus. You can change color scheme. There's different tools. You can add text. You can delete things. So I really want, by the end of this week with your asynchronous time, for you to be able to create something with Piktochart that would give me a little bit of information about you. I know some of you, I've had some of your siblings, I've seen some of you in previous grades in the hallways, etc. Some of you are brand new to me. I don't know you at all. So regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, by the end of this week, again, this is during your asynchronous time when I'm not around, as usual, you can reach out to me and say, Mr. Koenig, I'm having trouble with this, etc. But yeah, this is what I would like you to work on as a get to know you activity using Piktochart. So not only it serves two purposes, right? It's like I want to know about you, and I also want you to use and be able to navigate virtual tools this year and different apps and websites. So this is the first one that I'm going to introduce you to, which is again Piktochart. All right. Um, so let's just say you go through this, you finish it all up. Your share options are up here. You could either download it, you can preview it, save periodically. But let's just say it was done. Oh, I have to rename it first. So let's just say test, and we'll share it. Maybe. Okay. Yes, we'll continue. All right. So you can make this link public. And if I have the link, I can view it. So I will copy. And then once you have copied the link, you could share it a couple of ways. You could share it to the Google Classroom assignment. You could also just copy and paste that link into an email for me. The biggest thing is that you get it in my hands. So, and I don't have a particular, I'm not super picky about how things get in my hands. I can keep myself organized. So, email or upload or attach that link to the assignment in Google Classroom. If you get sort of stuck and you're like, I don't understand how to use this site, of course, I'm a resource. I'm not an expert in Piktochart. There is a support tab here. I pulled it up before, and it kind of tells you, like, getting started. There's stuff to read. I think, like, getting started is probably the big thing, like editing functions and different things like that. So there's a lot of support here if you dig into it. So one of the things you'll have to do this year is really learn how to use resources. You're being presented a challenging year, to say the least. But you have an opportunity to really become a self-driven learner and use resources to increase your knowledge and your skills and abilities. So hope you have fun with this. And as usual, reach out for questions if you're confused about anything. All right, this is Mr. Koenig signing off.